Day where we can no longer go, fading postcards in a book of a place we never know. Where were you today when I had to lie? Where were you today when I had to lie? Today when I had to lie. Where were you today when I had to lie? Little more than reminders brought from within dreams. The face in an old crowd threatens muffled screams. Where were you today when I had to lie? Where were you today when I had to lie? Where were you today when I had to lie? Scribbles on a dusty diary, on a worried, tatty page, unveils tear-soaked misery, truth pawned on earnest stage. Where were you today when I had to lie? Where were you today when I had to lie? Where were you today when I had to Dawn scars mourn in silence that hastens night's retreat. Waves flood sober memory, reality dressed as deceit.